Hi, my name is Omair and I'm a 3D animator. I remember quite well how difficult it was to animate realistic work cycles when I was starting. So after taking into account all the problems that I had and after observing and analyzing all the problems that my colleagues had, I have created the course that I wish I had when I was studying animation, and which I consider to be the best course on how to animate a realistic work cycle step by step. We'll work with the Expo speaker and this wonderful rig. In this course, I will focus on making you understand all the concepts that you need to master to make awesome work cycles. We'll start by creating the 4 main poses, where I'll teach you step by step and in a very clear way how to pose your character, making sure that the silhouette, weight and balance are correct. We'll continue by switching all the tangents to bezier, usually known as splines. Then I'll teach you how to polish the movements using the graph editor, how to completely remove all the knee pops, and how to adjust the spacing on the different parts of the body so that your animation feels organic and natural. Also, I'll teach you how to give it an extra touch of elasticity and fluidity using the polish and squash and stretch controls. And finally, I will show you how to modify it in the graph editor to transform it into a completely different work cycle. Throughout the course, I will show you how to identify and fix many of the common mistakes that the students do. And for all of those completely new to Blender, I've also created a bunch of lectures where I explain everything you need to know to animate with Blender. From how to move around on the viewports, going through all the necessary technical aspects, to how to set up your scene to start animating. This course is perfect for anyone who wants to learn how to do a work cycle from scratch and finish it with a very high level of polish. A work cycle is one of the most basic and most difficult things in animation. Basic because it has fairly simple rules that anyone can quickly learn and apply. The difficult thing is to make a good work cycle, since not only by applying the rules means that we are applying them in the correct proportions, and because our eyes are used to see people work all the time, if the work cycle is not very well done, the audience will instantly see that something is wrong, even though they might not know what it is. Just by watching someone walk, you can already get a lot of information from that person. How they feel, their personality, if they are tired, if they are afraid, if they are shy or extroverts, if they think a lot, etc, etc. That's why knowing how to animate work cycles is so important. Not only because in a work cycle you must involve all the parts of the body in perfect harmony, but also because with it you can show to the audience everything you want them to know about your character. In this course you will learn how to do a proper generic work cycle. It is essential that you first learn how to properly animate a generic work cycle, as this will be a very strong foundation so that later you can easily do any type of work cycle. Being able to focus on adding personality to your character and not struggling trying to get him to move in a credible and realistic way. A generic work cycle lasts 1 second, i.e. 24 frames. 12 frames with one foot and 12 with the other one. The cycle will have 4 poses that will define each step. The contact pose, the extreme low pose, the intermediate pose, and the extreme high pose. And although generally you will want to have some kind of reference for all your animations, because I'm going to animate a generic work cycle, I will not use any reference this time.